So this NBA season has been unpredictable so far, to say the least. But there's been 5 guys that have caught my eye that have been proving every hater they had in the offseason and years prior completely wrong. In this video today, I'm going to be telling you 5 guys that have been proving haters and doubters wrong who wrote them off in past seasons. And right before we get into this video, if you're watching this and you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. It pushes my content to more audiences and helps me know what you guys like to see. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. One of the most unjustified things NBA fans tend to do is make fun of and slander players for getting hurt. Like an injury is just a joke all of a sudden when it's a certain player. And Anthony Davis was no stranger to this over the past 2 seasons, having a ton of doubters question his ability to remain physically dominant on both ends of the court. And AD has gone out in these first 12 games and proved everyone wrong, debunking every narrative surrounding his name. His shooting slump is being masked heavily by how good he's been inside so far, taking the most percentage of his shots from 0 to 3 feet since his rookie year. He's also shooting a career-high 54% on 24 points per game so far, averaging 11 boards to go with that. Davis is the only player in the league averaging over a steal and half a block, which is a good way to measure how versatile he is as a defender, containing guards on switches while still being a brick wall at the rim. To say Anthony Davis has been the heart and soul of the Lakers is an understatement, as their offensive rating is a measly 97 with Davis off the floor. Davis isn't such a threat on the roll and on the block. Playmakers like Westbrook and LeBron flourish with his presence on the court. AD is on a mission to show everyone he's still a superstar in this league, and if he can keep this up, and most importantly stay on the court, he will be back in his ranking to where he was just 2 seasons ago. Now, there wasn't a lot of talk surrounding the aging center Brook Lopez this offseason, but that's kind of the point. Nobody was really expecting anything from Brook this season. However, he is having a resurgence to his career, both offensively and defensively this season. The front court of Giannis and Lopez this season has simply been unfair defensively, and Brook is allowing a mere 42 field goal percentage on the most attempts per game in the entire league on him. His ability to position himself and utilize his size to contest and block shots inside the paint is up there with the best in the NBA, as he's not really the best vertically as an athlete. Another area Brook has had a resurgence in is outside shooting. Once known as Splash Mountain, his jumper was kind of regressing over the past 2 years, but this season he's upped his attempts and maintained the same efficiency from outside. This 3-point shooting at the 5 is super important for a team like the Bucks to get, as Giannis is one of the best slashers of all time, and getting shooters anywhere you can, especially at the center position, who can also protect the rim, is one of the most valuable things you could look for in a player. Brook Lopez at 34 years old has become a Defensive Player of the Year candidate at 34 years old. Any doubters he had are completely silent right now, and he is showcasing how valuable he can be to a championship contender like the Bucks. So many outside sources wanted this guy to fail. There were so many reports unfairly criticizing his lack of work ethic, motor, and more, yet nobody had actually been to a practice to watch him play. It is now clear Denver was part of these issues, because as soon as Bol Bol received a consistent playing time and real role on a team, he's been nothing but productive at center for the Orlando Magic. Bol started the season off extremely impressive at the rim, shooting 86% so far, as well as 74 true shooting in general, showing he's also got range at his height. These numbers are inflated due to the low volume he has, but when you measure these numbers per 75, Bol's offensive numbers start to look very promising. What's been really most exciting to me is the way he's able to run the break and put the ball on the ground at his height. This is an extremely uncommon trait for somebody at his size to have, and the Magic got him for virtually nothing. Now, by no means defensively Bol is a premier defender, but averaging 2.1 blocks in 23 minutes per game is genuinely one of the most impressive stats I've seen from any player this season. Bol has so much potential, the sky's the limit for this kid, and I'm really glad that Orlando gave this guy a chance. To think that Dennis Smith Jr. went from training in the NFL to a solid rotation on an NBA team all within one offseason is straight from a movie script, but Dennis Smith Jr. managed to do it. The once #1 ranked point guard in the entire nation's career seemed to be over after the stints with Detroit and Portland went nowhere, but with the injury to Hornets star LaMelo Ball, Dennis was given a contract in the offseason for a final chance. Smith got the starting role and has not looked back, averaging 10 and 6 on solid efficiency, and has been a lockdown defender from the perimeter, being able to contain various premier guards already. His ability to jump lanes and snake through screens with his lateral quickness makes him a pest for any ball handler in the entire game. Dennis Smith Jr. went from an inefficient black hole to a pass-first handsy defending point, and he's already proving all his doubters wrong for writing him off. Obviously, with LaMelo coming back, his role will be diminished to a degree, but it's safe to say Dennis has returned to the league, and I don't think he'll leave for a very long time. Without any question, the surprise of the year so far has been the Utah Jazz, who committed to blowing up their roster by trading both all-stars on the team in Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. Surely a team without their two best stars would regress, right? Yet here we are nearly a month in the season, and the Jazz are at the top of the West with Lauri Markkanen leading the role. Lauri has started this season off on absolute fire, shooting great splits on 22 points per game as well as collecting 8 rebounds. His ability to create looks off the dribble at his size is leading to so many points, as he's able to get to any spot he wants with absolute ease. His posters are too fluid for most bigs to guard, yet he's too tall for most wings to contain, which creates such a matchup problem for opposing teams, making the Jazz's number one option a pain to go against. Markkanen had always shown flashes of being a great scorer everywhere he went. It was just putting it together he struggled with. And since joining the Jazz, he's put it together, and so far he's shown solid consistency, silencing everybody who wrote him and Utah off. And that'll wrap up this video. If you enjoyed, please subscribe, please like the video, it helps me with the algorithm. Comment what you want to see next. I'm going to be way more consistent starting now, so let me know your suggestions. What do you want to see through the NBA season? And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.